Attention. Please let us have your attention.
So Bonesy, there's been a lot of talk about top tens recently.
10.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've been on the Twitter or you've been involved in the scene recently, you see a lot of talk about the top 10 list that MTV put out there. Obviously, Gets done a whole track about it. Low-key responded and all of that.
Yeah,
so
there's a big hype going on about that.
yeah, man. Obviously, yeah. Well, we got our own show in it, Bonesy. So you know what I'm saying. It's only right we kind of put our opinion out there. You know what I'm saying. So big shout out to everyone, like all the artists that send us music and everyone we play on Bang 103.6 and like all the things that we do. So yeah, keep it moving, Bonesy, man.
Right.
I know you got a little list there.
Here
we talked
go.
about this previously.
I can't lie, it's a controversial one.
Them ones.
For me, my opinion is based on skill, but it's kind of like 13's a rapper, so he's looking more similes and things like that, where, like I said, I'm a fan. I'm kind of looking at just what people can do on a wider scale. So if it's just one thing you're kind of good at, but someone else is good at, say, storytelling, and they're good at just coming out with hard bars, or even just that real talk where normally it doesn't necessarily have to rhyme, but it just comes out so you feel it. So that's the kind of thing I've got going on. Mine's in no particular order, because I can't lie, my top 10 will change on a weekly basis depending on how I feel.
Bonesy kind of sat on the fence.
He's
on
calling
that
it
one,
sitting on the
like,
fence. I'm just calling it music. You get me? Like, when you're angry, my top 10's gonna like have people like Gigs and them, like hard bass people. But anyway, digressing, I'm going on with this because these are the people that I check for on a regular basis. If they release an album, I would buy it without having to sample it. So here we go.
So we're just, sorry to interrupt, we're just saying, so it's not really like the 2010, it's just like, at the moment, right now, the MCs that we are feeling like, and they have to be relevant in that they brought out music in the last couple of years at least, like, you know what I'm saying, like relevant artists to the scene, you know what I'm saying, so that's how we're moving it. We're not doing it in a 2010 thing, just like Bonesy said, the artists that you know what I mean?
Just people that have released recent stuff. So, right, Loudmouth, if you didn't get his 1, 2, 3, 4 project, need to go get that. He's definitely talented. He drops just pure bars, and then he's got the stories like what was the one, Lonely Girl. Lonely Girl, I had that on repeat for about half hour, 3 different stories about different girl scenarios. It's big. So yeah, Loudmouth in there. We got Low Key. Just the content he comes with is something completely different to that normal average rap has, like with the powerful about different countries. You can learn stuff to listen to his music, so it's good. Sounds a bit different because I'm putting Gets in there when he kind of got the controversy, but for me, he definitely deserved to do that track. Gets goes hard on tracks. For me, I've got a saying called attack a beat. You've got them kind of beats that you've just got to literally go in on, and he does that, and the best thing for that is he's still got the content within it as well. Also, like I said, I'm a fan of storytelling. For me, that makes you on point if you can do the story, because it's something completely different, and Gets can do that as well in a fast tone, which is something different. Dirty Goods, I'm not gonna lie, if you asked me a year ago, I would have said I'm not really feeling them too much, but then I heard Boom Bless. Like, before, I didn't really pay too much attention, but after I heard Boom Bless and done my research, Dirty Goods is sick. Boom Bless has got everything you need on it, from your raving tracks to your real tracks to your storytelling and all that. Got to put Kalashnikov in there. He's still doing his thing. He's still going. Second album was a little bit blah blah, but he's definitely came back on the third one. And live performances I've seen him go at the moment, he's on his thing. And the tracks that he's released after the albums, for me, better than anything he's done on the album. So definitely needs to be in there. Wretch 32 coming on the commercial vibe now, but he's still passing it off. If you listen to his music, he's still dropping them quadruple metaphors. You can still listen to these tracks and still be like, I didn't look at it from that way before. He's very talented on making you just think about different words. His wordplay is different. Styler's got to be in there for me. His last 2 mixtapes, for me, they're timeless music. I can still pick up The Warning and listen to it literally track for track. Same thing with Treading Water. It's got literally track for track. There's only 1, 2 skips in there for me. The content he comes with, it varies all over. His stories, the real trackness, but the realness he goes on is a complete another level. He's kind of street mentality, and he does it in such a way that it's intelligent. It's intelligent. He doesn't make it sound like, he doesn't try and glorify it. M9, got to have in there. Basically, he is, for me, one of the closest things to that realness of the raw essence that started hip-hop, with them raw beats, with the lyrics and everything, how he says it. For me, he's like that Wu-Tang kind of sound, but in the English way, and for me, it's big. And like I said, he still gets that real hip-hop mentality going. Genesis Elijah, also on there for me as well. For me, it's his passion. Like, when you listen to his music, you hear the passion he has for the music that he has. Also, if you listen to his last album, Before I Was Famous, yeah, that's it, Before I Was Famous, you basically know him through listening to it. You understand his last 4 or 5 years or what he's been going through. So to be able to know someone technically off their music, you've got to appreciate that. And last, by no means least, or bottom of my list, like I said, no order, Kaiser released SOS. He's done a couple of freestyles with done freestyles. He's been on a couple of featurings recently. He's got his album hopefully coming real shortly. It looks like he's working with a lot of big artists. Kaiser's big. It's just when he goes in the bar for bar words, like when he's got no hooks on his tracks and he does the freestyles, there's no one that can just string them words together, and it just makes you just want to bounce your head and break your neck. So Kaiser's definitely got to be in there for me. It's just in and out, a good artist as well. So
that's your top 10 there, bro. You thoroughly went through there. Yeah, you heard a bit more from Bonesy there, definitely, man. All right, so yeah, like Bonesy did the whole no order thing. I thought, you know what, why not? I might as well stick my head out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to upset anyone. I'm just trying to say this is, like I said, the artists that, like, my personal top 10, like, you know what I'm saying, that I, like, you know what I'm saying, I believe that I'd listen to this artist over this, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how to describe it, innit, you know what I'm saying, like, obviously, like Bonesy said, it would be different moods on different days, but, you know what I'm saying, and just far as lyrical content and overall ability, the, like, the people that just, you know what I mean, that I personally just like to listen to, you know what I'm saying, so, at the first, like Bonesy said, just the one he finished off with, Kaiser, I'm going to have to put him at number 1. Trust me, even though he's been away for a little while, his last mixtape was hard, and it's like Bonesy said, on his best day, for me, like, you know what I'm saying, like, honestly, he's the best in England for me, you know what I'm saying, like, obviously, I'm keeping myself out of this, I'm not counting Mr. 13 in any of this, you know what I'm saying, like, because, like I always say, every rapper's going to think they're the best at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We all sit there and write what we want to write about what we want to write, what flow, what beat, so we're all going to think we're the best, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so Kaiser, because he can do the rap thing and he's just ill with the double time, triple time, and like you said, man, he just, like, it's just personal favourite, innit? Like, he just takes me to a place when I listen to him, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm putting in there. Number 2... At the moment, I'm putting in M9, man. Like, he's just sick. Like, if you listen to his vocab, like, just what he's dealing with, he's just constant. He just obliterates tracks. Like, it's just very, very. It's like, it's poetic. It's very educated, and he's just like a serious wordsmith, man. So big shout out to M9. He's definitely shown us love over the last year as well. And yeah, like Bonesy said, like, he was definitely the controversial artist. He done his own track about the whole top 10 thing, but you know what, I'll keep it real. Like, I didn't agree with a lot of the things that he said or did, but I'm gonna put Ghetts in my top 3, man, because like I said, I'm talking about artists that when I listen to, I just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Ghetts definitely does that for me, man. He just blows away tracks. Like, I'm not gonna lie, certain hip hop tracks, you know what I'm saying, I've heard him on. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not really feeling the flow as much as when he just tears grime beats, you know what I'm saying, so that's why I wouldn't put him like at the top for me, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, Ghetts is in the top 3 from just what he can do to grime. And then like you said, Kalashnikov, Bonesy, he's still doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, man, it's just like I said, personal preference. I'm gonna put him in at number 4, man. Number 5 at the moment, just like for the like all around artists, and like Bonesy said, the album was big Before I Was Famous. We had that as like our top 1. Alongside Loudmouth's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as 2010 best UK release. Yeah, so yeah, we definitely showed a lot of love to that. Genesis Elijah, like I said, like people that just when I listen to him just take me places and just make me, you know what I'm saying, just like I'm saying, just, you know what I mean, believe in an artist and just, you know what I'm saying, just like what they're saying, you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm judging it on. So yeah, that's the top 5. After that, I'll definitely have to throw Maestro in there, man. It's just a definite favourite of mine, and you know what I'm saying, with any top 10 UK artists, you just got to be involved, you know what I'm saying, like, you just, like, it's just quality, innit? You just get a consistent, you know what I'm saying, vibe. You know what you can expect. He's going to come through with a good verse, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to be hot, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what to expect from him. I've never really heard shit half-ass verses from him, and if you want to talk about live performances and hosting and shit like that as well, then forget about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's the guy, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, much respect to Maestro. Loudmouth as well, I definitely have to throw him in there, like, you know what I'm saying, like Bonesy said, he's got the whole all-round, you know what I'm saying, presence, like he's dealing with storytelling, the flows that he's dealing with, you know what I'm saying? If you listen to it, like a lot of it is very intricate and shit. And yeah, he's definitely repping. Big shout out to all the Quarantine, all of them lot definitely doing their thing hard, man. Dirty Goods, definitely got to throw him in there, man, without a doubt. Like, he's going in there at number 7 for me, man. So it's Maestro at 6, Loudmouth at Maestro at 6, Loudmouth at 7, Dirty Goods at 8. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause yeah, like Bones, he said he's just been doing his thing. I'm not gonna lie, I was listening to his shit a little bit earlier, but like I used to like him back in the day. You know what I'm saying? With the Boys in the Hoods, he used to go in, and then the whole Wiley thing, he just went at Wiley disgustingly, and it was like, yeah, man. I just bought, like I said, I just buy into him as an artist. I just like what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So I throw him in there, and then the last 2, I got like Devlin and Low Key.
Okay.
And I don't know, man. I don't know, because I'll be honest with you, like. Me, I like Low Key from a long time ago when the Keys to the Game 3, like that is like for me classic UK hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So I'd put that up there with like maybe my top 5 UK albums, you know what I'm saying? Because it was all original material, and like tracks like The Bars for My Brother and stuff like that. It's just, you can't say it's a mixtape. It's just like, it's a real stuff. So. But for me, that's more the stuff I kind of like about him. Like, he's definitely moved into more political stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on that in any way, because he's definitely doing big things and getting his message across. But, like, as far as, like, lyrical content, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's kind of, he's gone more to, like, if he's gone more to the way of content, you know what I'm saying, and the way of flow, if you're saying certain times. But then you see this track where he just come back, gets, and he's coming in, you know what I'm saying? He's showing people that he can do that, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, you know what, I'd squeeze Gets just in front, I'd squeeze Low Key just in front of Devlin at number 9. So I'm going to put him in at number 9 just for overall. Like I said, he can do the hip-hop thing real good. He can do the grime thing as well, man. He's definitely proved that. And so yeah, number 10 Devlin, man. And that's just the way I've separated it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Bonesy said, it might change on a different day, but that's just the kind of people, like I said, when I listen to it, it moves me, you know what I'm saying, who's lyrically kind of in my top 10, you know what I'm saying, at the moment, like I said, doing their thing. So yeah, man, that's just to throw our 2 pence in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, hope we don't offend no one if you weren't in there, you know what I'm saying?